All right, guys. So, welcome to this live session here with your host, FX. So, as we do every weekdays, we look at the Forex indices and metal markets. So, hope everyone had a great morning. So, as we said on the live session here at London, we're only going to be looking at the market, no trades at all. We're still going to receive some alerts overall, but I won't be taking any setups overall. So let's get on to it. So first, we're going to be looking at the news calendar. Let's see. Where is that? Yeah, that's the news calendar. All right. So on the news, like I said this morning at London, we had a lot of Euro news. So we have flash manufacturing PMI and the flash service PMI for Euro and German specifically. So overall, it was seems to be positive news here, more or less. So if we look at the Euro in full, that will be here. We're expecting 50.7. We had 49.5, so that was under the expectation. And service PMI here was 51.4, and we're expecting 50.6. All right, same thing for German GBP. So we had GBP and Euro service PMI and manufacturing PMI. So a lot of red folders, and also we had at 9:45 in about less than 20 some minutes, 25 minutes, we're gonna have the PMI here for the US. So that will highly impact the uh, the market. And also we have Powell that will be speaking here at 12:35. So a lot of news here today. So usually people said that there's opportunity here in the market, maybe after the news is out, but within the start of the session and you have news, um, it's better off to not take trades. Hey, Leon, hope you have a great day. All right, so next we're going to look at the TV alert app. So as I do every session, I'm showing you exactly my own alert app system that is related to TradingView. So basically, you're going to receive some institutional liquidity alerts for buys and sells in the market. So you could add that would be adding an extra confluence here in regards to what you're trading regularly. And let's say you're trading an indicator or your own setup, and you want to know exactly when liquidity is coming in. This is the best app to use. So this app here is available here only with our Discord group. And eventually here, I'll open it up to the public to try it out for maybe a week or so and to see exactly how everything goes. But that's pretty much how we're going to be receiving alerts here on my session. So starting at 9:30, that'll be in less than 7 minutes. We may start to receive some alerts. And like I said, we're gonna have some news here at 9:45, even though the New York session at 9:30. All right, and next, just gonna see. we're going to go on the trading view, the actual trading view, so I could show you a few indicators that we're using. All right, so the first indicator is the one that you're seeing here right now is EMXAI with Nova. So I'm going to start with Nova. So this is Nova. So Nova is an actual trend indicator that will provide you with the trend in the market. And like I was explaining this morning, if you add Nova included with the TV alert app, for example, we had a buy signal here on the 18th. So that was Thursday, the 18th at 9:05 or 90 no 9 hours and 11 minutes in the afternoon. So late at night at the start of Asian session, Thursday night, we had a buy signal here on gold, and as you could see, gold is still pushing here since then. All right. So this line here is the TV alert app line, but before that, you have the Nova that providing you with a confirmation that we're bullish here, and since then we're still bullish, and as of now we're still bullish. All right, so now we're waiting for it to go bearish, and when we have a sell setup, you're able to get in. All right, so that's the first indicator. Second one here is fair value gaps. FVG Edge will provide you with multiple fair value gaps here on the price action. So usually fair value gaps here are is basically liquidity in the market that market should go back to grab liquidity here to do their next move. So if they want to go higher again, price cannot go straight up like this. It needs to retrace to go up, or it needs to retrace to reverse. Okay, so so that's why we have those fair value gaps here. Those are bullish fair value gaps because they're in the right side of the market, and bearish fair value gaps will be on the left side. So if the price goes down, you're gonna have fair value gaps on the right side, right? So good indication here on the liquidity here in the market. We have high low levels. So this is a support and resistance indicator that provide you with some setups here to see exactly where the price is bouncing off of, and to set up your TP and take profit here if you're using it directly on a trading view. All right. Oops. See here, perfect. Then you have MTA V4 Discord. So this is the volume, the multi time frame analysis. So that will provide you with a previous day high, low, close, and even the median price of the previous day. So as you can see, gold is trading above the previous day high. All right. So that's why since the start of the day, that was at Asian session, you should only be looking at taking buys here. All right. So when you break out of that previous day high, good indication here that the price was going up. All right. And that can be used for the previous week and the previous month details here. All right. Next, you have POC and VWAP. So it's going to provide you with a previous day and previous week VWAP. and the previous day and previous week POC. So VWAP is standing for volume weighted average price. So this is the average price. If it's above that, it's basically like a moving average, but with volume. Okay, so if the if the current price action is above the VWAP, it's bullish. If it's below the VWAP, it's bearish. All right, and as you could see, everything is above. Current, the previous day is above, and same thing for the POC. It's point of control. Basically, it's a volume slash support and resistance calculation here in the market. And so instead of having the high support and resistance, you have the calculation here that is included with the volume. All right. So POC, as you could see, previous day is above, and previous week versus the previous week, it's above. So since everything is above, and you have the price that is above. All right, so with the MTA, bullishness. All right, and finally we have EMXAI V7. So this is the regular one. So it's the average directional index with the POC and VWAP included here. All right, so when everything's aligned, it's going to provide you with an entry. And if you combine that with all of the other indicators here that I created here, all of them are custom made, guys. So this is all that I made. It's going to provide you with good directional buys here. So if you have EMX with Nova, you could clearly see that this trade here that came in for buy, you will be more confident of taking it because you had Nova that was providing you with the trend going up, and you had a buy. All right, so that's good. And finally, we had the Nova with EMXAI with Nova, and that will provide you with good setup also. So the only issue that we're having here right now is in regards to the alerts on EMX and EMXAI V7 and EMXAI V7 with Nova. Those last two indicators that I showed you guys. I'm going to be working on it later on today. Hopefully everything will be resolved. I'm pretty sure it's the Renko calculation that is doing that error. So I'm going to pinpoint the error. So we have US30 buy. Like I said, guys, so US30 is a buy at 9:30. And like I said, trade accordingly, guys, because we do have some news in regards to US in less than 14 minutes here. All right, so first alert here is US30 buy. Oh shit, did I close this? Buy RTY at price 2,470. All right. All right, so I think let me double check here. Pretty sure there will be some trade coming in here with the EA, but those were supposed to be closed. So let me monitor that. And no problem. So that's pretty much it there, guys. So if you have any questions, put them in the chat. If you want me to look at some setups overall, we'll look at them. right, so I'm just gonna go on the automation and close those trades before those news events. I thought I would close them, but they weren't closed. All right, so let me close this. Perfect. All right, and Russell.
Buy US 500 at price 6,600.
All right, so we have US 500 for a buy.
Time frame at time 9 hours 34 minutes and 55 seconds.
So we had Russell for a buy.
500 at price 6,696.
And
5 on 15 M time frame at time 9 hours 34 minutes and 55 seconds.
Russell and US30 for now. But as I said, guys, if you want to trade those, you could trade it on a demo account. And because we do have some news here in a few minutes. All right, so trades are closed. Perfect. All right, so we have Russell 2000. Let me check. I'm just gonna pull up the TV alert so y'all can see. So TV alert app was telling you that we have. Just gonna check here. GER40. Let me know. Let me check here. I'm just gonna do a refresh. There you go. So usually if you don't see them, you could do a refresh, guys, and you should see all of the alerts. So, but I think it was already there. So US 500 was a buy. Russell was a buy. And then we had a Russell for another buy. And US30 here for a buy. So those are the alerts so far. So we still have less than 7 minutes before that news that's gonna come in. So if you have any questions, guys, put them in the chat. If there's really nothing, we're gonna close it out here at the top of the hour. So in less than 20 22 minutes here. All right. All right. I'll be back, guys. I'm just gonna do something on my end here, so I'll be out of the screen, but I'm still there. So I'm just gonna keep it on the TV alert app. So if there's any alerts here, we'll see them. All right. So the next alert should be maybe Nasdaq or German or gold. So if there's anything between that, you should receive them, or any other if it's reversing or anything like that, especially at 9:45. All right. So I'll be back, guys. All right, so I'm back. So we had the NASDAQ 100 for buy. So every indices here currently is providing us with a buy entry. So we're gonna go back on. So we had the US30 for buy. So everything is shooting up right now. Russell 2. NASDAQ is a sell. Was it a sell? Yes, it should be a sell. Yeah, it was NASDAQ was a sell, big time. And S&P 500. S&P 500 gave us a buy originally, but pretty sure it's going to reverse as a sell. And also, you need to look at where you're at in the market. So if it's following the actual original Nova, pretty good to take it, maybe to scalp it a little bit and to get in and get out. But now we're just waiting for the actual yeah. So the news just came in, so that's why market shoot up like this, especially on Russell and Russell. As you can see, Russell provided you with a big bullish candle here in the upside. So if we go back on the news calendar, we're going to go back on the news calendar. You can see the results of those news right here. Flash manufacturing PMI, it was 52.0. We were expecting 52.2. Last month was 53. All right. And with the flash cell service PMI, 53.9. We were expecting 54.0. So it was more or less accurate here with the forecast and the actual. So that's not considered as a bad news overall, guys. So even though it says that the actual greater than the forecast is good news, even though it's maybe 0.2 2 points of difference and 0.1 points of difference, it's similar. All right. So but overall, you usually the alert, not the alert, but the news is following the actual trend that the market was going. All right, unless it's breaking out of that trend on that news. So that's exactly what happened here with Nasdaq. So Nasdaq, we had a sell right at when the right at the news event. So the news event sold off Nasdaq right away. All right, and Russell, you had a big buy, US30 big buy. S&P 500 here is a buy also. So we had a buy here and Nasdaq sell. So all of the alerts here were correct. So if you were trading, if you traded on demo, and you hold on to those trades, you should be well in profit here currently. And we didn't have any German trade. German is still in a bearish movement here, but it's trying to pull back up. And gold is still in that bullish trend, but it's starting to exhaust a little bit. So where I'm expecting to go short here on gold eventually, maybe later on today or tomorrow. But that's what we have here. So let's look at UK 100. So we did had a sell at we had a buy at London, I think, and then it started to reverse, and then it started to go back up. Row 50, still bullish here. I think the euro is was the trade that we got here at London here was bullish. Yeah. So we had a continuation here in the upside, really good trade. But like I said, we had some news for Euro 50, and we have Japanese 225. I think it was a little bit choppy here overall. Japanese 225, I think it was a sell here and then started to go up. And Hong Kong 50 was clearly a sell. So when we saw that at London this morning, the price was around here. So I told you to get out of that trade if you were in that trade. And as you can see right now, it's starting to go bullish here. So I'm pretty sure there's a fair value gap here in the bearish fair value gap. So now it's trying to fill up that fair value gap specifically. All right, so let me know if you're in a trade currently, if you're trading demo or you're trading an actual account. But like I said, for this session here, I wouldn't have traded here because of the news event, the PMI one. But as you could see, the institutional liquidity here indicator was correct on all front. So it was only to follow the trend, and you're good to go. All right. It's 9:52, so we have a couple of minutes left. So overall, bearish on NASDAQ, US30, Russell 2000, and S&P 500 is bullish. All right. As you can see, I'm just gonna go do a quick rundown here. So those are the four alerts that we got. So all of them here are in profit. And like I said, I wouldn't have taken any trade here because of that news event. So All right, great. Great. So you're practicing paper trading on TradingView, so that's perfect. So you know how it works. So it's pretty simple to understand, so not confusing. It's similar as MT4, MT5, but you just have to calculate the contracts. And you could go on the, what is it called? I think it's the CME webstack or the NASDAQ one. Let me double check that. CME. Just want to make sure of the details before I say anything else, but I'm pretty sure it's the CME group website. Let's see, market. Gonna go back here. I'm just gonna show you a final thing here before we leave. So I think it's the NYSC futures quote. Hold on, guys. I'm just trying to find the actual all right. Let's check. Okay, can't see that. So usually when you go on the prop firm, it will tell you exactly the actual price per contract. So if you're trading like Nasdaq, US30, like QQQ, ES, ES is the S&P 500. NQ is NASDAQ, and QQQ is it why? There's anyways. So it will tell you exactly what will be the price. Just trying to find it here on my end, but all of these details here will be provided to you with the actual futures prop firm that you're going to be trading on. And most of the time, you may not trade the futures on this on FTM, not on FTM, but on TradingView. You're still going to be able to use TradingView to chart up your charts, but you need to select the right chart here on your actual terminal from the futures prop firm to take the trade, right? Because sometimes there's integration here directly from TradingView, and sometimes they have their own, and it will be depending on which one, which platform they're going to be using. So they're going to tell you exactly how much is a 1 micro and 1 mini. So like I said, 1 micro is 1 contract. 1 mini is equal as of 10 micro contracts. So 10 micro contracts equals at 1 mini contract. So it's 10 times. 1 mini contract is 10 times more than 1 micro contract. All right. So all of those calculation here is done automatically, guys. So you don't have to mess up your head with that. But you need to know exactly your risk before taking a trade, and that's really what's good with futures, is that you don't have to calculate the lot size and all that stuff. The lot size is already calculated for you. You just have to know exactly how many contracts you want to add to that position to take the trade. So you could take 3 position, 5 position, 1 position. But when you start futures, I would, and you want to test it out, use less than 20 contracts, 20 micros. So that's around two mini contracts. That'll be the max to start with, and then you're gonna get used to it, and then you could increase your contract size. And depending exactly on the amount that you're trading on, you could trade higher contracts for sure. All right, so perfect. So we're gonna close it out here, guys. So for now, we had the New York session. We had NASDAQ that was for sell. That was pretty good sell here. Russell was a buy, and we have S&P 500, US30 as a buy. And Leon said that he took Euro50 for a buy. Pretty sure you're well in profit. So if you have maybe a screenshot for that, Leon, you could put that in the Discord, in the profit zone. So you could officially say that you took your first futures trade. So that'll be awesome. All right, so let's close it out, guys. So thank you so much for being on this live. So make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. And we're gonna have another session here tomorrow morning, London, at 2:45. So make sure to be there and be square. And we'll catch you on the next one. All right, peace. Yeah, even though it's a paper trade, Leon, just put them in the chat. Put them in the profit. It doesn't matter. All right, peace.